Yeah, let's say good morning, everyone. Today is week 2 for our class. Yeah, I will present you about part 2. It is a society. Yeah, in part 2, there are 4 sections. Yeah, section 1, social structure and status. Section 2, social structure and roles. And section 3, pre-industrial societies. And section 4, industrial and post-industrial society. Yeah, but in this morning, on Saturday in the morning, I will present you only 2 sections, section 1 and section 2. Yeah, section 1, social structure and status, and social structure and roles. Yeah, let's continue with me. And section 1. Section 1 talk about social structure and status. The underlying pattern of social relationships in a group is called the social structure. The social structure is the underlying patterns of relationship in a group. Yeah, the word underlying is a verb participle from the word underlie. Underlie. The underlying, it means the basic of something, yeah, the basic of social relationship. And the word pattern here, pattern is a model or example or basis or standard of social relationship in the group. And the word status, yes, status is one very important element of social structure. Yes, so status is a position a person occupies within the social structure. Yeah, in this meaning, status is one very important element of social structure. But I have one more. The definition: status is a position a person occupied within the social structure. Yeah, it means is a person who has a position in the social structure. The word element here, it means is basic. Yeah, element is basic or component. Basic or component. One more point. Ascribe ascribe statuses. Yeah, ascribe statuses are assigned at birth. Yeah, are assigned at birth. Acute statuses are earned or chosen. Yeah, or chosen. Yeah, it means both of them are different. Yeah, ascribed status are assigned at birth. Yeah, it means what you get from your birth. Yeah, this ascribed status. And one more, acute status. Acute status is are earned or chosen. Yeah, ascribed status. I have one more example. One more definition is a position that is neither earned nor chosen but assigned. It means what you get from the birth. Yeah, but it means a position that is neither earned or nor chosen but assigned from your birth. Acute status is a position that is earned or chosen. Yeah, that is earned or chosen. The word social structure. Yeah, social structure here, I mean, it's all around you. Yeah, it's all around you. I mean, all is everything is around you. I mean, we call talk social structure. Yeah. Example of social structure. Social structure is include family, religion, law, economy, and class. Yeah. The example of social structure. Yeah, it's easy for you to understand. It includes family, religion, law, economy, and class. Okay, and class. Everyone has here, if you know, social structure is the underlying pattern of relationship in a group. What I told you in the previous slide. Here, everyone has status. Yeah. Status is a position. Yeah, as I told you at the moment. A status is a position a person occupy. Yeah, I mean a person who work as a position, a person who has a position and then work in our society. Yeah, in here, status example of status. I mean a man a man may have the status of father in his family. Yeah, a man may have the status of father in his family. Yeah, it means a man, the status of a man, he is a father. Yeah, he is a father in his family. Yeah, he is a father in his family. So a man, it is in ascribed status. Ascribed status, I mean they assign he is a male. Yeah, he is a man, yeah, from his birth. So we call ascribed status. Here again, unascribed status is neither earned nor chosen. It is assigned to us. Yeah, what I told you at the moment. Yeah? A man may have the status of father in his family. It means he get the sex of male from his birth. So now he is a man, is a status of his family. Unachieved status. Unachieved status is earned or chosen. Yeah, unachieved status is earned or chosen. Yeah, both of them. I have example for all of you. Ascribed status. Example of ascribed status. It includes gender. Yeah, do you know gender, male or female, something like that. Eye, our eyes, color, race, and ethnicity. Yeah, ethnicity. Ethnicity means the fact of belonging to a social group. Yes, it is easy to understand or to remember. It includes genders, eyes, color, race, and ethnicity. The example of achieved status. Example of achieved status includes becoming an athlete. The example include to become an athlete, lawyer, doctor, parents, spouse, criminal, thief, or university professor. Yeah, this is the example that you get, that you earn or you choose by yourself from our society. It means everyone has status here. Everyone has status, not only me, not only you, all of you in our society or in the world. One more point of status set. A status set is all of the statuses that a person occupies at any particular time. Yeah, the word particular time, it means specific time. Yeah, at any specific time. The example of status set. Status set is a person may have status of a daughter, wife, mother, student, worker, and citizen. The status set, just as example, a person may have status of a daughter, wife, mother, student, worker, and a citizen. It means it's all the statuses. It's all the statuses that a person occupies at any particular time or any specific time. One more status is master status. Master status can be achieved or ascribed. Yeah, it means achieved in what you get from your birth, and ascribe what you earn or chosen in our society or in social structure. They significantly affect the likelihood of achieving other social status. In this way, master status is example of master status. A person may identify as a teacher, firefighter, or pilot. For example of master status, again, a person may identify as a teacher, firefighter, or a pilot. Yeah, or a pilot. One more point: gender, age. Yeah, example again: the teacher, firefighter, or pilot is a ascribed status. And about achieved status, gender, age, and race are also common master statuses, where a person feels the strongest allegiance to their core defining characteristic. The word likelihood in here, it means the chance. Yeah, affect the chance of achieving other social status. So I summarize again: master status can be achieved status or ascribed status. Achieved status is what you get from your birth. Yes, and ascribed status what you choose or what you earn by yourself in our society. So now please continue to before we continue to section 2. I would like to explain you about the interrelationship of social statuses. Yeah, our interrelationship of social statuses, like in this picture. Example: high school athlete. Yeah, he is a high school athlete, but he has an interrelationship with coach, teammate, parent, trainer, physician, yeah, referee, friend, teacher, principal, or classmate. Yeah, all of them. Yeah, all of them. They are around high school athlete, because they have to have interrelationship in our society. Yeah, you can see in the picture. Section 2. Section 2 talk about social structure and role. At the moment in section 1 we talk about social structure and status. But now we talk about social structure and roles. People interact according to prescribed roles. These roles carry content, rights, and obligation. In the role there are 2 points, rights and obligation. And sometimes conflicts or strength occur when an individual has too many roles to play. Yeah, when an individual has too many roles to play, it can be occur as a conflict roles or strength roles. So now, please listen to me. I present you about the word prescribe. Prescribe as a rule. Yeah, prescribe as a rule that an action or procedure should be carried out. Yeah, prescribe is a rule that an action or procedure should be carried out. Yeah, this is a prescribe. So again, the rule what people or human interact or have action, yeah, in our society. And one more point, the word role. Role is unexpected, yeah, is unexpected behavior associated with a particular status. Yeah, role, it means unexpected behavior associated with a specific status. It means with a particular status or within a specific status. It means when a person have a status, it is he is or she has a role in our society. And one more point, when we have roles, we always have rights and obligation. Right is a behavior that individuals can expect from others. Right is a behavior that individuals can expect from others. And right here is what we have, yeah, what we have for our own behavior to expect to other. Right here is what we have for our own behavior to expect to other. The word obligation, what we get from the rights to perform or to practice to other. Yeah, it is different, right? It means what we have from our own behavior to expect to other. But obligation, what we get from the right to perform or practice to other. One more point, but the word conflict role and strength role I will present you in the next slide. So now continue to one more point. Rights and obligations. Unexpected behavior associated with a particular status is a role. Yeah, is a role. And rights are behavior. That individuals expect from others. Obligation are behavior that individuals are expected to perform toward others. And and this point I have example. As I told you at the moment, when we have role, we have to have right to be in our status. Yeah, to be in our status. I mean, when you have role, you have this right to be in a status or obligation in our society. One more point: role, performance, and social interaction. And the moment we talk about rights and obligations, but now we talk about roles and role performance and social interaction. A role performance is the actual conduct. Yeah, is the actual conduct or behavior involved in carrying out or performing a role. Social interaction is the process of influencing each other as people relate. A student in expected. Yeah, example for a role performance is a student is expected to come to class on time and be prepared for each lesson, but the student fails to attend regularly and is poorly prepared for each lesson. Role performance. The example for role performance, a student is expected to come to class on time and be prepared for each lesson, but the student fails to attend regularly and is poorly prepared for each lesson. Yeah, in here, role performance is the actual conduct. Actual conduct it means performance or behavior, right? And is that or behavior involved in carrying out or performing a role. Social interaction is the process of influencing each other as people relate. The word influencing is affecting to each other as people relate. Social interaction is the process of influencing each other as people relate. For example, before two boys begin to fight, they have probably gone through a process of insulting and challenging each other. Yeah, before two boys begin to fight, I mean when two boys begin to fight, because they have probably gone through a process of insulting and challenging each other. Yeah, before begin to fight, they have probably gone through a process of insulting and challenging each other. Yeah, this is example of social interaction. Yeah, you can listen to my video again when you finish watching this presentation. One more point, talk about the role performance and social interaction. Role performance is much like a play, but there are many differences. Most real-life role performance occur without planning. Yeah, we have no plan. We have no plan to perform in our real life. Real life performance is ad lib. Ad lib here means speak or perform, and no speaking, no performing, no speaking, no performance in public without previously preparing one word. Yeah, preparing one word. No preparing any word to speak before to speak or to perform in public. In public, we choose our own cues and responses. We choose our own cues and responses. Cue is a signal for action, and response is a reaction to something. Response is a reaction to something. One more point, our social structure and role, what I told you in the previous slide, role conflict and role strain. Role conflict exists when performance of a role in one status clashes with the performance of a role in another. Role conflict, example of role conflict, many teenagers hold the statuses of student and employee. Many teenagers hold the statuses of student and employee. Those who do often find it difficult to balance study and work demands. Yeah, those who do often find it difficult to balance study and work demands. Yeah, for example, a role conflict again. Many teenagers hold the statuses of student and employees. Those who do often find it difficult to balance study and work demands. Classes here, it means a violent confrontation. A violent confrontation. The word confrontation means conflict or argument. One more point, role strain. Role strain occurs when a person has trouble meeting. Yeah, trouble meeting, problem meeting. The many roles are connected with a single status. Role strain occurs when a person has trouble meeting the many roles connected with a single status. Trouble meeting means problem in the meeting. And for example, for role strain, the college basketball coaches, had to recruit for next year's season while trying to win game in the current season. It means again, for example, a role strain, it means the college basketball coaches in the university had to recruit for next year's season while trying to win game in the current season. Yeah, in the current season. The word trouble, I told you at the moment, is the problem. Yeah, problem. One more point, the last point for our slide in this morning, role conflict and role strain. To deal with conflict role, or to deal with role conflict and to deal with the role strain, we have 2 points. Set priority and segregate roles. Set priority, which means set a thing that is regarded as more important than other. Set a thing that is regarded as more important than other. Segregate, it means set apart from each other or isolate or divide roles from each other. Yeah, this is a 2 point of role conflict and role strain to deal with both of them. This is the structure of social. This is a graph of social structure. Social structure, we have two social institution, status and role. Yeah, in social institution, there are two, primary and secondary. Yeah, in primary, there are family, education, politics, economic, religion. In secondary, sport, mass media, science, health, and military. Status and role, ascribe status and achieve status. Ascribe status, what we get from the birth, it means race, ethnicity, age, gender, class. Achieve status means occupation, education, income level, or class. And the last one, social groups. Social group, we are two group, primary group and secondary groups. In primary group, there are family members, close friends, and peers. In secondary group, schools, churches, or corporation. Yes, so now we finish about section 1 and section 2 in this morning. And we will meet again in the afternoon about section 2. Sorry, I will present section 3 in this afternoon. On Saturday afternoon, I will present you about section 3. So now, please finish section 1 and section 2. Bye bye.